I always make you dizzy.
Welcome to our Lunch and Learn, everybody. I just started the recording. It is Tuesday, July 3rd. Hope you're all gearing up for a fun 4th of July tomorrow. And of course, that's a great opportunity to see and talk about, see people, talk about the jewelry, wearing your jewelry and looking fabulous is always a great bonus for us to when we go to barbecues and parties and all kinds of things like that, because the number one conversation piece, as studies show, is a necklace. So if Susie went to a pool party, that's her cover-up, which was the most nice cover-up I've ever seen. I feel like that's a blouse. So if she goes with her beach cover-up and has that pretty necklace on, there's no way if Susie walks into someone's yard for a pool party tomorrow, someone's not going to say, I love your necklace. And there you go. I'm so glad that you like it. If this is somebody that's new to you, that's when you get to go on to say, I'm actually in the jewelry business, so I'm always so pleased when someone compliments me because I know that I must be on track. Have you ever heard of Park Lane Jewelry? And then you continue on. So Susie, before I started the recording, was saying how she wanted to consider thinning out her kit. And sometimes it can be hard to decide what to thin out. And sometimes we think that we sell a lot of something where you're like, I can't take that out. I sell a ton of those. I can't take that out. I sell a ton of those. When sometimes it's just that you think you sell a lot of them because you happen to like it. But the reality is that maybe you're not selling as many of those as you thought. So I'm going to quick sign into Park Lane and show you how you can do this. So when you go into reports, but normally you would click something here, you actually click the word reports, and a section that you may have never seen before comes up. So is this a new area to a lot of you?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
So look at this. View your personal top customers across your downline. Okay, so that's something that you can do. Top selling jewelry across your entire downline. Click it. It's going to take a couple minutes. Not a couple of minutes. It's just going to take a second because the more information that a report has to load, the slower it loads. And this means that this is pulling up the top sellers of all of the many hundreds of us on our team. Excuse me while I finish my Weight Watchers fake meatball. It's not a fake meatball. It's those eggplant meatballs. Mm-hmm. When Kim came to work today, she made them, and because she told me yesterday she made them, and I said, oh, I've been wanting to try those. So she brought me a few. They are beyond delicious. So here are the top sellers for our whole downline. Now this is for forever. So that's why you're going to see some things we don't sell anymore. And I did recently speak with the home office about allowing us to put a date range in, because personally I would like to know where our top sellers are for just this season. But number one selling ring, the Dimensions ring. Number one selling necklace, Chic is now no longer available, so we'll go to second place, which is the bamboo necklace. And then other things that are still current, look, we have Zen and Sweet. No surprise here. Number one selling earrings, Whisper. Number two, Electrify. These are all, number 5 is no longer available, but our top 4, of course, these are the ones that people love to take for their 2 lowest price items. Look at the bracelets. We have Flare, Cherish, Mantra, which is not a low price one. And then I was so surprised to see this, this one's still hanging in there. And then the, why is the name of that escaping me? Serena,
yeah.
watches, service items. So we're really just looking for, of course, the bracelets, the earrings, the necklaces, and the rings. So if you are looking at these and saying, I've never sold any of those, then probably you should add it to your kit because they're top sellers for the rest of the team. I have to say that probably the only one that I see on here that I definitely cannot take any credit for is the Zen necklace. I have never brought that to a show. But clearly I need to because the whole team is selling a lot of them. So, Susie, you can look this over. And for you, it's not going to show the whole organization. It's going to show for you and your recruits. Mm-hmm. So now you'll get a sense of how many of each thing you've sold, and then maybe keep those in there and then thin out some other things. Mm-hmm. Does that help?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so last week on our Lunch and Learn, we talked about some fun ideas for getting some more summer shows booked, especially with some of your past hostesses. And we talked about the traveling bling bar, which then Karen Sleemaker actually did another video about it on the Park Lane St. Louis page. So was that an idea that you guys liked?
Yes.
Because Jennifer Ewert went ahead and made hers up. Did you see the photos of the... Yes. Yeah. And then the extra glasses. Now, Karen shared a bonus tip this week that I want to make sure that you heard. She said that she added to it that in her reminder, she has the hostess text out, bring your blingiest wine glass. So now the girls are so excited to show off their blingy wine glass. And that's half the reason why some of them come, because they're like, ooh, I have a blingy wine glass. I have a blingy wine glass. So, or they make their own, you find out who the crafties are and stuff. And it relieves the hostess of the stress of having so many wine glasses. So people show up with their own wine glass. They have fun. They're talking about it. And then Jen Ewert, when she posted her photo of her boxes, her sister-in-law had the stemless plastic wine glasses, and each one of them had a funny phrase on it. Like it said, because kids, because work, because family, like why you're drinking the wine. Mm-hmm. So those would be fun to have on hand as extras, I thought. So if somebody didn't bring a blingy wine glass, that way they could still have something fun and not feel left out. And they could choose the one that was the reason they were there. So I actually asked Donna to make a couple of those up for me. I had her add on because bling and because him.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Do they decorate every box, or does it come off and they can slip it on in the second box?
It's really just taped to the front of the box, and then she puts another one on the back, and then on the side by the spout is where she has the where is this going next, so that they're seeing the first 3 people who book get it to come to their house every time they pour a glass of wine.
Oh, so it's the first 3.
I'm quite sure that she would let 4 and 5 have it too, but she's clearly trying to, create that sense of urgency and like, ooh, I better book first because I don't want anybody cutting in front of me with the wine. I want her to bring the wine,
And she also said that she takes it back with her.
Absolutely. Because it's decorated, it appears to be part of the show. And it's the way that it's all worded is the key to that. So that's why it says like, where am I going next? It can't go anywhere next if she doesn't take it home. So I think it makes complete sense. And I definitely agree with her that if she had done bottles, there's no way to walk out with a bottle of wine that you brought without feeling and looking stupid. Not to mention that at that point, I think you run into an open container law problem when you're driving home.
Is it? And she puts both flavors or just one flavor, like white or whatever?
She said that she brings 2, but because there may be wine snobs that like a particular white only or like a particular red, she goes for the things that are more like she'll do Moscato because there's not really super high-end Moscato, so she's doing wines like that.
Mhm.
instead of them people saying, oh, this is the worst red wine I've ever tasted. Nobody says, oh, this is lousy Moscato, because Moscato is already like middle of the road, just fun, bubbly, whatever.
Right. And you can bring, like if you're doing 4 shows in 1 week, you can still bring the same box.
Absolutely.
A tank. And that's
Each
a benefit too.
box holds 30 glasses of wine. So when she knows one is getting a little low, she brings a backup just in case. And she knows that she's set for big, large shows for a while.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, good. Me too. I have a show in Oyster Bay on Friday, which is a really nice neighborhood, and I feel like they'll respond well to that. So I think I'm going to offer it to, like, I'm going to let my hostess know I'm bringing it, and then that way I'll have it to entice the girls who come, because you have to start it somewhere.
Right.
Jennifer provided some really cute pictures that we could just use. So that's where I thought that this week we could transition into going from booking past hostesses to booking only new people. And still use, if you love that traveling bling bar idea, we can still stay with that, or you can just, go ahead with this like normal. But pick any of those fun summary images that we've been adding to all week since last week. And we're going to reach out to people who have never hosted before. And here's what we're going to say to them. We're going to say, hi, Susie. I am so excited. I know that you've had, and if this is somebody who's purchased with you but never hosted, you can say, I'm so glad to see you enjoying the Park Lane jewelry that you bought back at Mary's party. I've seen you post the pictures of you wearing it on Facebook. It looks so nice. So, say something personal as best you can. And then say, I just found out that we are having a special you could say pilot program. You could say we're having a special bonus gift for those who have never hosted a Park Lane showing before. And I thought of you right away. And here's what we're going to offer, and I'm going to tell you how you're going to handle this, okay? So you're going to start reaching out and tell anybody who's never hosted with you that the special this summer is double thank you awards for anyone who's never hosted a party before, who's never had a get-together before, who's never had a happy hour before. You're going to tell them that it's double thank you awards. Now, if you're saying, but Michelle, it's not double thank you awards, here's how you're going to manage that. First of all, double thank you awards, they will think you mean double free credit, which will get their attention, which is not what we mean, but it's still amazing. So the thank you awards, remember, are all of the different Star One pieces. They're pieces that range from like 68 to 100, and I think the highest one is 130, right? Is that the highest thank you award? It's not 120, 130 for the highest. Now, double thank you awards means that you get to pick 2 of those pieces that normally would have been up to $130. You get to pick, instead of just one, you get to get 2 of them for $19 each. So that means that this hostess is going to pay $19 for a second thank you award. How are you going to put 2 thank you awards on the same party? You have lots of options, but the most obvious one would be you don't tell her about any Fast 50s. So that when it's time to put this item on her order, let's say she has 10 orders. She'll have 400 in credit. She's going to spend 400. Now you're going to say, what do you want for your bonus thank you award? And she says mermaid, right? Mermaid is 108. The two Fast 50s would actually cover that, because it only costs 108 and she's paying you 19. So you could even at that point decide, you know what, you were such a great hostess, you're actually going to get that second thank you award free on me. That way, you're not charging her more than it actually costs. So that's one way to do it. Now, she may pick one. She may say, I want the baby doll necklace. That's only $68. She might say she wants one of the pricier ones, in which case, if she picks the one that's $130, she paid $19. The Fast 50s covered $100 for $9. You got a show with a brand new hostess. If this is a show that these are all, remember, loose bookings, right? That's what, how you've heard me use that phrase before. A booking that isn't truly attached to any other show, because you're getting that booking by reaching out, right? What is the new gift for a past hostess? Another thank you award, right? So if you have your own show that you hosted sometime in the last 30 days, then you're the past hostess and just put another order on as the past hostess, pay the $19 from her, and there's the second thank you award. So that's the way that you could do it. If you already have a past, like if you have a show in your own name or whatever that took place in the last 30 days, then use yourself and still offer her the Fast 50s, because you can put the Fast 50s on her order and this extra thank you award on your past hostess order. That was your name, but then just tell her, oh, that's your extra thank you award. That's on me. I'm so glad, go ahead and enjoy that. So what do you think about reaching out for summer shows offering new hostesses only double thank you awards?
I think it's great.
And you can now go ahead and do this, use any angle you want. Again, look back at those summary pictures, and you can send like 4 of those little cubes. So you can do Jules by the Pool, Bagels and Bling, margaritas and must-haves, and there was a 4th one in there too. I think, rosé all day, right? So you could send this message with those 4 cubes and say, hey, Susie, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We are having an unbelievable special for brand new Park Lane, for those that have never hosted a Park Lane get-together. If you are willing to get 3 to 5 girls together, I gave you, a few fun summer themes here, you would be getting double thank you awards. This is something I can only offer to those who have never had to get together before, because we want to get your opinions on the new Park Lane. Because you can say, I wanted to get, we're getting opinions on our new themes or our new look. Because most of us now have switched over from the black necks and all of that stuff to the light and bright. So let them see the new Park Lane. Make sure that you put that somewhere in there. We are now, we're test running our new branding of the new Park Lane, and everything is light and fresh and beautiful. I have 4 fun themes for you to choose from. And to thank you, I'm able to offer you 2 thank you awards. To thank you for allowing me to show off the new Park Lane, I'm able to offer you 2 thank you awards. So that's it. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing this week. We're going to reach out for new hostesses. And I think that's a great offer for all of the different people that, for people who have never hosted before, to get 3 to 5 girls together, be able to get all the normal hostess rewards plus a double thank you award. I think that's awesome. And I think it's easy to do, right? Because you feel comfortable offering someone, offering something so awesome. Now, the other thing I just really wanted to provide you with, and I'm going to copy and paste this onto the team page so that you don't have to try to write it all down, but I know that pretty much everybody did the post about, these are the 5 places the trip could be and where would you vote for, right? Now you all have, I saw some people had 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 comments on that photo. Now, some of them are us, but lots of them aren't. You had total strangers, not, people that are just regular Facebook friends commenting on there. So this is the message that we're going to all send out to everybody who commented. And again, you don't have to write this down because I'm going to write it. I'm going to post it for you. Hey, Julie, thanks for responding to the poll on my Facebook about the incentive trip with Park Lane. I am dying at the options. I would honestly love for you to be there with me. I personally think you would love this. I have no idea if you'd be interested, but I would love to share more about Park Lane with you and what I'm loving. Let me know and we can meet or we can chat live. That's it. But what I think I'm going to do in order to help you with the response is I think we're going to do a Facebook opportunity event. And I'm going to set it up for next week. That way, all week you can send out this message. And anybody who says, yes, I'd like to hear more, invite them onto the Facebook event. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. All right. So I just realized I left my calendar in the kitchen. So rather than get up and come back and whatever, I'll post the date. I will post these words. And then this is how we're going to fill that opportunity event. Now, you can help yourself by reposting it because it's been now 5 days and a bunch of people didn't see it. So you can just use a different version of the photo and post it again. And you can just word it slightly differently. So you can say, okay, at first I thought I really wanted to go to Italy, but now I'm thinking I should go to Maui. Did anyone who didn't vote yet, and let them comment so that you have more comments and more people then to follow up with.
Are you suggesting that we private message them?
This would be a private message.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's why, each one, private message so that it's a PM that says, hey, Julie, and then the next one is specific, hey, Chelsea, hey, Ashley, every single one of them one-on-one so that you're starting a chat. And so that we can still keep it casual and Facebooky, we'll invite them onto the Facebook event. But if they come back with, oh my God, I was totally thinking the same thing. I'm dying to hear about this. Don't even delay them until that. Then say, I am so thrilled to hear this. You know what? Would it be okay if my friend Michelle gave you a call? She's the person who helps, who helps our team. She's the person who answered all my questions when I was getting started. And I know she would love to answer your questions as well and find out what's a good time that we could talk. If there's a leader closer to you, meaning closer, so like Chelsea, if you would rather just do that with Teresa, of course, that's fine. You would say, my friend Teresa. Susie, if you want to have them speak to Elizabeth first, whatever works. I'm just letting you know that that I'm always willing to do it. And, if there's a leader in between you that normally does that with you, of course, use them. Whatever works. The point being, let's get them while they're hot and speak to them. Susie has actually 2 people that are coming to her house shortly. And because they're 2 people who know each other and whatever, we're actually going to do another Zoom right after this. And I'm going to talk to her people together and then I'll follow up with them each one-on-one. So that's what we're going to do. 2 easy tasks. Brand new people having to get together are going to get double thank you awards. And this message going to everybody who commented on your trip post. I think it's 2 very manageable tasks and that they're tasks that will bring you income producing results. When you reach out and ask for a booking and get one, when you reach out to potential recruits and get them on an interview, get them to something, that's income producing activity. Trolling Facebook and posting on your VIP page and stuff might be, but it's not necessarily. So I want you guys doing a lot of income producing activity in these next 7 days. And then next Tuesday, we'll talk about results of that and some new ideas on next week's Lunch and Learn. Sound good?
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on and joining with me live. I'm going to post this video and Susie, I'm going to get you that Zoom link as soon as this Zoom ends.
Yes.
I'm going to send it to you on Facebook Messenger. Okay.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
Bye.